Hello guys, welcome to the Mainframe Guru YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss COBOL interview questions and answer in which some are scenario based. First question is client has provided an Excel sheet to update the amount in a table. The amount field host variable in a for a table is com3 type. How will you update amount in a table? Client has given two column in Excel, candidate ID and amount. You need to update the amount into a table based on the candidate ID. Okay, if you will check the candidate ID, there are two same candidate ID. So you need to add the amount, this amount like 781.43, and you need to insert that amount into the table for candidate ID 3. So you are going to use this input file into the COBOL programming. So you should sort the input file first based on the candidate ID. Okay, after sorting, your file will be appear like this, and you need to copy the data from the Excel to the notepad. After copying to the notepad, you need to ftp the notepad to the mainframe using command option 6. After after this, if you are going to use directly this file, your job will be abandoned with SOC 7 due to dot value available in this file. So you need to remove the dot value. You need to remove the dot from the file using change command c all inverted comma dot inverted comma inverted comma inverted comma. So using this command, all the dot or decimal will be removed from the amount. And what is the structure for this file? There are 5 digit candidate ID, then 3 digit space, then 9 digit is amount. Okay, and if you are going to insert directly in amount into a table, so what will happen, like for candidate ID 4 you are going to insert using this. Okay, then it will be 963.00. If you will use redefine variable like pick s9 of 7 9 of 2, then you this amount will come like this 9.63. Okay, so you should use the redefine there. And like first you are going to read your input file, and then it control will go not at end, then it will check whole candidate ID not equal to in candidate ID. Like first you have kept space in this working storage variable whole candidate ID, and then you will check this, there is like 3 will come there, and it will check there is space. Okay, then this will not go there, and then our compute statement, then it will go in else, and then our compute statement will run. Okay, then their amount will come 736.43. Okay, and then it will move in candidate ID to whole candidate ID. Okay, then what will happen next? It will check, it will read next record. Okay, next record has three candidate ID, which is same, like whole candidate ID is already 3, and it's also 3, and it is no, it is equal. So it will go in else, and then again our compute statement will and run, and it will add the 45.00. Okay, then its addition, if it will check now fourth record. Okay, and it will read here fourth record, and it will check like our candidate ID is 3, but its candidate next candidate come is 4. So it is different, not equal space. So what it will do, it will move this total amount to the this host variable com3 variable, and after that it will execute this query. Okay, like update table set amount equal to hs com3 amount, where candidate ID is equal to whole candidate ID. Okay, and then it will read or continue the record, and at the end it will move the last candidate ID total amount to the hscom3 amount and execute the same query, and our amount will be updated successfully in the table for all candidate ID. Next question is, what is difference between continue and next sentence? Next sentence gives control to the verb following the next period. Okay, continue gives control to the next verb after the explicit scope terminator. It is safest to use continue rather than next sentence in COBOL. Like if you are using continue, you have given I variable is 11. Okay, what will happen, like here 11 it's true, okay, then it's also true, then it will go here continue. After that your control will go here. Okay, and but in case of this, if you have given input 11, then your control is here on next sentence, then your control will go out of this, and if like after your this terminator, I mean it's this period, it will display this, so its output will be out of first para, first if. Okay, and within para, next this is within para, and its output will be only within para. Okay guys, and next equation is, when the change made in sub program, those modifications should not be reflected in mainframe program variable. So for that, the parameter passed in a call by content are protected from the modification by the called program. In call by reference, parameter can be modified by the called program, like pass by reference and pass by content differences, like call sub1 using by reference keyword. Okay, and there is variable, and here we are using by content, and it is default in COBOL. By reference is not needed here, because if you are going to update into this subprogram, those changes will also reflect into your main program as well. If you are not going to use any clause like pass by reference or pass by content, but by content keyword is mandatory to pass an element by value. Okay, address of ws variable 1 is pass, value of ws variable 1 is pass. The subprogram modification on the pass element are visible. The subprogram modification on the pass element are local to the subprogram and not visible in the main program. And how will you rewrite a records in a file? Okay, there are number of records. How will you rewrite those records in a file? Rewrite verb is used to update the record. File should be open in input output mode for rewrite operation. It can be used only after a successfully read operation. Rewrite verb override the last record read, means though whatever record they have read it successfully, it will override them successfully. Okay, like this is syntax for that. We are going to rewrite our record from this rack. Okay, and you can also use the key also in case of vsem file. What is difference between redefine and rename? Redefine clause allows you to use different data description entry to describe the same computer storage area. Redefine declaration should immediately follow the redefine item and should be done at the same level. Multiple redefinition are possible. Size of redefined and redefining need not be same. It cannot be done at 67, 66 and 88 level. Like if you have given like WS date, pick 9 of 6, like you have used redefine, like year, month, day, this value will automatically go into this. means it will use same computer storage area. In case of rename, it is used for regrouping of elementary data item in a record. It should be declared at 66 level. It need not be immediately follow the data item which is being renamed, but all rename entry associated with one logical record must immediately follow that record's last description entry. Rename cannot be done for 0, 1, 77 and 88. It cannot be done for occurrence of an array as well. Okay, like you have given this working storage variable, and you are using rename here using 66 level number, like add response rename ws char 143 to ws char 4, like these both value will come into this. Okay, and why we cannot define an occur clause at 01 level. According to IBM manual, a table is defined within a group item with an occur clause. If the occur clause were to be declared at the level 01, there would be no group item, thus no beginning of the table resolution. 01 represent a logical record. Occur clause is used to repeat fields with the same format, not the record. Like this has always same field, but it have record 01 level. Next is, what is difference between comp and comp3? Comp is a binary usage, okay, type, and while comp3 indicate packed decimal type. Depending on the data item, comp can be stored either in a half word or full word. Okay, the picture clause of a computation data item should not contain any character other than S or N, 9 or S. Example is like WSDS HDR length, like there is S902 comp is given, so it will occupy 2 byte space only. Data store as pure binary format only. Like what will be the record length range for if you are using 1 to 9 into your 9 pick up 9 of anything, like you are going to use 1 to 4, then it will use 2 byte. If you are going to use 5 to 9 byte, it will use 4 byte. If you are going to use 10 to 18, it will use 8 byte. And how to read comp3 value in a sequential file? You need to use hexoon command to see comp3 value in PS. When you use this command, it will show 2 lines per each record. You need to read the comp3 value from left top to bottom in 2 lines, and then move to second character, read top to bottom. Like we have value this 87634 into a comp variable plus type. So it will be, if we are going to use hexoon command, so it will display like 87634 C is used for positive sign, and like -4567, it will be like 04567 D is for negative sign. Last character, whatever last character represents sign. If last character is C or F, then it denotes a positive sign. If last character is D, that denote a negative sign. Is comp3 item always better than comp with respect to memory usage? No. Comp item occupy less space than comp3 item at boundary. Like you are going to use pick S904, comp occupy 2 bytes only. But in comp3 type, it will occupy 3 byte. And in S9 of 9 comp, it will occupy 4 byte, but in comp3 it will occupy 5 byte. And in S9 of 18 comp, it will occupy 8 byte, but in this comp3 case, it will occupy 10 bytes. Where does area V start in COBOL from? Okay, it will start from 12 to 17 column. What is difference between static call and dynamic call? Okay, static call means it will use identify call literal. Literal means PGM1 is a literal. Here identify call variable, like there is a WSPGM is a COP variable, and the variable should be populated at runtime. Like there is variable, its length is character type 8 digit, and move PGM1 to WSPGM. Default compiler option is no dynam, and so all literal calls are considered as static call. If you want to convert the literal call into dynamic, the program should be compiled with dynam option. By default, call variable and any unresolved calls are considered as dynamic. If the subprogram undergoes changes, subprogram and main program need to be recompiled. Like if you have changed something in your subprogram, then you need to compile both main and subprogram. But if the subprogram undergoes changes in dynamic call, then recompilation of subprogram is enough. Some module are link edited with main module, but in case sub modules are picked up during runtime from the load library. Size of load module will be large here, size of load module there will be less. It is fast and it will be slow compared to static call. It is less flexible and it is more flexible. How many character or string handling function exist in COBOL? There are 3 character handling function in a COBOL. Namely, first is inspect. Inspect find the count of occurrence of a character in a string and replace one char with another. And what does string do? Used to concatenate 2 or more string into a single string. And unstring used to split single string into a multiple string. Next is what are difference between stop run, exit program, go back. Stop run, when control comes across stop run, it passes the control to OS for further processing. It is coded only in main program. Exit program, when control comes across exit program, it passes the control to main program for further processing. It is coded in subprogram only. And go back, it can be coded both in main program as well as in subprogram. When coded in main program, it acts similar to stop run. It passes control to OS for further processing. When coded in subprogram, it acts similar to exit program. It passes control to the main program for further processing. Like one question is there. I have a KSDS student file with 4 byte key. First 2 byte contain class number and next 2 byte contain student number. I want to read all the student in a class 02. How will you do that? Allocate the file with dynamic access mode. Okay, move 0 to first 2 byte of the key and low value to the next 2 byte of the key. You can do these move by reference modification operator or degrouping the 4 byte field into 2 byte field in a file section. Issue the start command with key is greater than close. Start reading the file in loop until first 2 byte is not equal to 2 or until all the students in class 2 doesn't read. Okay, thank you guys, that's all from my side. I hope you like the video, so please subscribe the channel and share as much as you can.